that spooky enough? Okay guys, so let's get started on this Glam Jack-O-Lantern. I got inspiration from this beautiful picture on Pinterest. So I'm first going to start by applying foundation all over my face. I want my complexion to be as even as possible and my skin to be as smooth as possible as well. Once I'm done applying the foundation, I do go in with concealer and a translucent setting powder as well. Okay, so once we're done with the translucent powder, we're going to go ahead and move on to the eyes. I'm going to take this pumpkin orange shade and take a big fluffy brush and just blend that back and forth. Now remember, this doesn't have to be perfect. She is a Glam Jack-O-Lantern, but it's okay to be a little bit messy. We're then going to take this reddish orange shade and take a smaller taper blending brush and just blend that back in the crease right under the shade we just put in. Then we're going to take like this chocolatey brown shade and take an even smaller blending brush and just put that kind of in the outer V and into the crease as well. I want to add a little bit of depth in this look so it's not just straight orange. Okay, so with any black eyeshadow that you may have, just apply that in the same area that we applied the brown shade in, so the outer V and a little bit into the crease. I just wanted to add a little bit more darkness to this look. Then we are going to add this orangey pumpkin shade, but it's shimmer this time, and we're going to apply that all over the lid. Then we're going to add this glitter from Violet Voss that I absolutely love. It's an orange shade as well. I'm going to apply that on the lid, and I'm also going to apply this same glitter later on to everything else. Then we're going to fill in our brows. I'm not making this perfect. I'm just, defining the shape and filling in as quickly as possible, because later we're just going to cover it with, a color and some more glitter. So once I'm done filling in my brows, I'm going to go ahead and take a taupey brown shade and a big fluffy brush, and I'm just going to carve the under of my eyes. So I want to make myself look a little bit deadly, and give it a little bit more dimension. So I take that shade and bring it right under the eye, and I also bring it onto the forehead. I just, kind of carve the top of it. This is where I'm going to add the orange shade later on. I'm also going to take the same shade and round it above my eyebrows as well. This is just going to give you more dimension to the look and add more, shadow and contour to the look. Oh, and don't forget to apply the same shade on the forehead area and the temples as well. Then I'm going to take this red and yellow paint and just mix it together and make this pretty orange shade. I actually got this paint palette from Amazon. I forgot how much it was, but it was pretty cheap. They have the exact same one from Makeup Forever, but it's over $100, and I only use this for Halloween, so yeah. I just bought the one on Amazon and it works perfectly fine. So I'm going to make like these veiny, I can't even explain it. It just looks like like little tree branches, veins, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to put that in the eye area as well as the forehead area, kind of where I applied that taupey shade, and just, apply that. So back to the eyebrows, I took a liquid lipstick shade that I had that was orange, and I just took a spoolie and applied some liquid lipstick on it, and I'm just brushing through my eyebrows. Then I just added that same glitter that we applied to the lid, and I applied that to the brows, and I love how this came out. I'm like, I want to do this more often. So cute. Then I'm going to take this black eyeshadow and just go under my waterline and smoke that out. I also added a black eyeliner to the waterline, but I couldn't record that because I had to be so close to the camera. Then we're going to move on to the nose. So the nose is pretty simple. I kind of just outline like the tip of my nose. And if you think about it, it kind of looks like a raindrop, an upside down raindrop with like 2 points. Or it looks like a fire flame. Either way, you can kind of see what I'm doing. I just, bring it up and then down and then back up at the tip. That makes sense. Then I'm going to take the orange shade and just fill in my nose. And then once that's done, I'm going to take a black paint and just outline the nose area. Then of course we have to add more glitter, so I'm going to add that same glitter onto the nose area, and I love how this came out as well. If you're wondering, I applied some glitter glue first and then a glitter on top. Now we're going to move on to the mouth area. I'm going to take the orange shade, mixing the red and the yellow, and I'm going to just make a line from kind of the top of my ear to the mouth area. This doesn't have to be precise, this can be messy, so don't worry about it getting, not being straight or anything like that. So my guideline is like the top of my lip for the orange, and then when I go ahead and move on to the bottom, my guideline is like the bottom of my lip, if that makes sense. So you don't have to make this mouth area too big, but yeah, just make a line across as best as you can. Then after that, I'm going to take the same orange shade and just fill the whole mouth area. Moving along, we're going to take a black paint and we are going to take this angle brush and kind of do the exact same thing we did with the orange, but with the black, just smaller. So this is the grin. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect because jack-o'-lanterns have crooked smiles anyway, so don't worry about it being so perfect. The more messier, kind of the better, because I don't know, it just gives it that crazy look. So I'm doing this on both sides, and then I'm going to fill it in. Just take your time with everything, don't rush. This is probably the longest part of this look besides the eyeshadow. Then I'm going to take the black paint with this fluffier brush and just fill everything in. Also guys, if you guys don't have paint or anything like that and you have liquid lipsticks, these colors, then use that. It's basically the same thing. The only difference is with liquid lipsticks you have to move a little bit quicker because they dry a little bit quicker. But yeah, if you don't want to spend money on this little paint palette or you just don't have paint, just use a liquid lipstick. I'm going to take a black eyeshadow and just set all the black paint on the grin area. This is going to help it last longer and not move. Okay, so moving on to the orange paint, we are going to take a small brush and just make the same like vein, little tree branches, whatever you want to call them. I'm bad at explaining things, but you kind of see what I'm doing. I'm making this messy as possible, basically. You don't have to be precise. Alternate through the sizes, you know, smaller, longer. Just go around the mouth area all over. So using the black paint again, we are going to give it a little bit more dimension, and we're going to basically draw the little, you know, veins or whatever you want to call it, and right over the orange. Kind of the same kind of look. The only thing I wish I did was connect these black little lines more to the grin area. I kind of just set it right on top, but I should have connected it a little bit better. So that's the only thing I regret with this look, but it is what it is. Can't be perfect. Then I'm going to take the same liquid lipstick shade that we used to coat our brows, and I'm going to take a small brush and go in between the orange and the black to give it a little bit more dimension. Then I'm going to do the same thing in this forehead area and the eye area. I'm going to take the liquid lipstick and put it right over, making the same vein look, and just give it more dimension, just so it's, you know, a little bit brighter and you can see a little bit more detail. Then I take the same liquid lipstick and the spoolie, and I kind of do like little scratching motions on my face, like so it looks like splatter. I fixed it afterwards because that area I added way too much. So you can see it here. Then I take a black eyeshadow with a little small blending brush, and I'm just going back and forth with the black so it's a little bit more, you know, diffuse. Then I take this the orange paint. Then I apply it to the temples and the forehead area, so it's a little bit more orange and it looks like a pumpkin. Here I'm just adding the liquid lipstick, again giving it more dimension. Then after that I'm going to add some more glitter onto the forehead and the temple areas as well. And I'm going to take that taupey shade with a blending brush and just go around my face, you know, giving it more dimension, giving it more little contour, just, you know, a little bit of shading, just so it gives it a little bit more of a dimensional look. So I take that in the temples, kind of in the forehead area, under the eyes again, and I take it in the jawline as well. And obviously, although she's a Glam Jack-O-Lantern, I kind of want her to look a little bit evil too. So that's why it's okay if everything looks, you know, messy. So don't worry about it being perfect, unless that's the look you're going for. Then I add more glitter, of course, on top of the mouth area. Then we move on to the neck, and this part is super easy. I just take the orange and just do some brush strokes back and forth. I take the orange and I go in with the black, and then I just add more glitter on top. Super easy. Oh yeah, and I totally forgot to mention that I applied some lashes. I did that off camera. She's a Glam Jack-O-Lantern, so of course she has to have some lashes. I had so much fun recreating this look and putting my own little twist in it with all the glitter. You know, I always have to add a little bit of glam no matter what. So I love how this came out. I'm probably gonna end up doing this for Halloween, honestly, because I don't have a costume and Halloween always ends up a fail for me, so I might as well just paint my face and wear all black and I'll be good to go. I hope you guys enjoyed this look. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.